Well, good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Apron Strings. I know I've been missing in action, but I've been substitute teaching at the school a little bit to make extra money for Christmas, and I just don't have enough time in my day to keep everything going. So it's Friday and we're out because of Veterans Day, and so I thought I would get some videos made for y'all. The recipe that I'm going to make today has a bunch of different names, and I don't remember if I've done it for you before, but I thought, well, it's a good one. It's just good. So I thought I'd go ahead and do it again. And this time it's called Bayou Brownies, kind of like the Cajun people would make. You need a yellow cake mix, and you add some stuff to it, and then you put a cream cheese topping on it and bake it. And they're really yummy. So I've already started part of it. I've got my pecans measured, my eggs laying out. I've softened my cream cheese. I measured my powdered sugar. It called for 1 box of powdered sugar, and Kroger didn't have any 1-pound boxes of powdered sugar. So I looked on the 2-pound bag to see how many cups was in it, and there were 15 cups total. So 7½ should be 1 box of powdered sugar. So I'm going to try that and see how it works out. And need some melted butter, and I'm fixing to put this in the microwave and melt it, and we'll be ready to mix it up. I've already got my pan sprayed with some kitchen spray, or Pam, whatever you want to call it, and we'll get it going. Let me get this in the microwave and get it melted. Up this morning, it was 41 degrees outside. It feels so crisp and good, and tonight they're saying 36, and y'all, I've got a gazillion plants everywhere. I'm going to cover a little bit, and then I'm just going to hope to God they don't ruin, because I don't have everything ready in the greenhouse to put them all in there yet. My grandson and my adopted grandson from behind us put a door on it for me. Hasn't had a door since it was built, and I ordered a reinforced tarp that's clear, and I'm going to cut it and put it on the door. They just made a frame and put the hinges on it and put it up. So I've got to get that done. I'm trying to get that done today, and then I'll be ready to start moving stuff in it and taking care of it in the greenhouse. This is the only night it's going to be this cold. It's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s for the next week or so. So we'll see. But the thing's dinging over here, so let me see if the butter's melted. There's a few bigger pieces in here, but I think it's melted enough that it'll mix. I don't know if everybody's is like that, but I read where Aldi's butter is $2.49 limit 5. If y'all have an Aldi close to you and you need butter, you might want to check it out, because it's on sale this week at Kroger's, I think, for $3.99 a pound. Can't believe the prices. They just keep going up. Okay, the bottom layer of this is 1 package of yellow cake mix. And we need 3 eggs, a box of cake mix, a cup of pecans, a stick of melted butter, and 1 egg. So I'm going to put my butter in. Those 3 eggs go in the topping, because the top of it's kind of like a cheesecake. Good dark yellow egg here. When I don't have a lot of liquid in there, I like to go ahead and whip that up just a little bit to know that it's going to mix in good. And I'm just going to mix it with my whisk, and I'll add my pecans last. Might need to use my spatula to get all this dry stuff mixed in. don't know who comes up with all these neat recipes, but somebody's got a recipe talent. I can copy, but I'm not very creative most of the time. Now, if y'all are using a cake mix sometimes that's a little bit older, like a year or two outdated, 6 months outdated, it doesn't hurt to add just a little bit of baking powder, like a half a teaspoon, just to be sure it rises right for you. Just thought I would throw that in there. So now we got to work us in a cup of pecans here. And this is pretty thick, so put my spatula in and twist it. I might be canning some venison here for long. My grandson went hunting and he said that if he got one this time, we told him don't take it to the plant, we'll just put it in jars or something. So if he has good luck and brings it, I'll be canning venison in jars, and I'll try to video it. Okay, I'm going to press this into my pan, and then I'll get the rest of that little bit out of there. And I'm going to plop it around in here like this where it'll be easier to press out. It'll already be spread out a little bit. A little bit here and a little bit there. I just got some more orders today for Christmas aprons, so if y'all did not see the video and you're going to want a Christmas apron, my fabrics are going down, so if you're going to want one, you need to get your order in, because I probably won't be able to get. I haven't looked to see if they've sold out, but when I went online to look, a lot of the fabrics that I liked a month ago were already sold out. So y'all need to think about if you're going to want aprons for your cookie making or your holiday baking or just for a gift. And you can get something that's not Christmas. That's not the issue. I'm just telling you the Christmas fabric's not going to be here forever. Okay, I've got my dough pressed down in my pan, and I'm going to get it in the oven at 325. Wait, I've got to put my topping on it though. We're going to bake it an hour at 325. Now I need to mix up my powdered sugar, my cream cheese, and 2 eggs. So let me set this aside. I get busy talking and get sidetracked here. And I'm using my big oven today because I wanted the heat in the kitchen. Okay. I don't know if I can do this without getting my mixer or not. I'm going to try. Because it definitely has to be mixed in good. See if that'll make a difference. When I get this going, then I'll get my whisk in there and beat it. I like this cream cheesy icing stuff on the top. Now that's good. I like to always have something sweet in the kitchen, but this time of the year, you just kind of supposed to, you know? I'm going to use this same one. It won't hurt if it has a little bit of dough in it, will it? I'm glad I got a mixer. This makes your arm tired. when I married, my mama had a Sunbeam Mixmaster. Those little white ones with a little black thing that you do like that to get the beaters out. And she bought me one for my wedding present, and I still have it. Well, years down the road, Mother made wedding cakes and catered weddings and all, and she got her a KitchenAid. And I wanted me a KitchenAid so bad. So I finally got me a KitchenAid mixer. And I've used it, and then in '99 I got me a Bosch where I could do, because my KitchenAid wouldn't handle the fresh grain meals. It was just too heavy. It wasn't heavy duty enough. So I got me a KitchenAid and replaced my little Sunbeam, but I've still got it. One time when I was a kid, I was over at my friend's house, and we were going to make us a banana, like a malt. You know, mix up some ice cream and put a banana in it. Well, I was used to using Mama's mixer. I was about 13. And when it come time to get through, I just flipped that little black handle over, and the beaters popped out, and Judy went to hollering, "Mama, come here!" They had been having to yank the beaters out because they didn't know to do that to release the beaters. So I felt real smart and good that night. Funny the things that stick with you. But I had lots of good times at their house. Okay, I've just mixed this up best I could. And so now I'm just going to spread it on the top of my cake mix crust. Yeah, when you have some extra time to pray, or you got a little spot on your list for somebody else. My right eye has macular degeneration, and my mom had that, so it's inherited. But I want the Lord to fix this eye where I can see well out of it. So if you'll add that to your prayer list, I would certainly appreciate it. I've always said if something had to happen, I'd rather be deaf than blind. I want to be able to see. Now, my other eye's pretty well okay, but that one is not. I was at I did the Master Gardener's course for Montgomery County. And I was in class, and all of a sudden everything started just flashers just everywhere with my eyes. And it wouldn't quit. So I went and called the eye doctor. I stepped out of the class and went and called the doctor. And they made a spot for me at 8 o'clock the next morning. And she didn't have to do anything. They put shots in it if it gets to a certain point, and mine isn't there yet, and I don't want it to get there. I want the Lord to fix it. But I have to go every 6 months for them to check it, and I just keep praying. So if y'all add me, my poor old right eye, to your prayer list, maybe the Lord will hear our group prayer, and at least it won't get any worse. What macular does, it leaves black holes, for want of a better word. But if I look at something, I only see part of it, and then part of it's missing. It's just, it doesn't show to me a black area. It's just missing. It's just, I just see whatever it is that it does to your eye, it makes blind spots. So if I had that in both eyes right now, I wouldn't be able to drive, because I can't see clearly enough, especially at night. In this eye I can see good. But it is a little worrisome. So I want the good Lord that made this eye to start with to just drop by and fix it for me. Now I'm using my big oven today because I wanted some heat in this kitchen. It's cold. So that's on 325. I'm going to set my timer for an hour, being 60 minutes. And I'll be back and show y'all what it looks like. Okay, I got them out of the oven and I left them in there 1 hour at 325. And our Bayou brownies are just about cool enough to cut. I'm going to let them cool just a little bit more, and then I'll cut it and show y'all what the inside looks like. And I'm going to get me a bite of it. I've got 2 or 3 sweets that I'm going to do that's just any time of the year dishes. And I'm going to be doing this week some sides. I've got 2 or 3 good side dishes that I enjoy. And it's not your, I touched that hot pan. It's not your everyday stuff that you'd make, but it's something that's easy to make, and it might be something you choose to serve with your Thanksgiving or just your meals along the way. So coming up in the next few days, I'm going to do some sides, and I've got a couple of casseroles, and then I've got some savory pies that I'm going to do. So like, you know, if you have company come in for Thanksgiving, and you don't want anything to fix them anything a day ahead of time that's related to Thanksgiving, a good idea is one of these pies and a salad. Maybe some garlic bread or something with it. So stay tuned for some side dishes and some savory pies and whatever else I come up with. And then we're going to start thinking about our Christmas treats. The candy, the cookies, the cakes, and the meal. So as soon as this gets cool, I'll cut y'all a piece and show you. And then I'm going to get on with trying to make a few more videos, because when I sub, I have to get up at about 5:30 and leave my house to be at work at 7:30, and it's about a 20-minute drive. And then I don't get, school's not, well, my schedule is 7:30 to 4:30. I'm usually out a little after 3:45. And then it's the drive home. And I'm just going to tell you, kids don't act nowadays like they did when I was in school. And by the time I get home, I'm wore out. So that's why I haven't done any videos the last few days. I've just been tuckered out. So I'm going to try to get ahead this weekend and have y'all something to watch while I'm up there corralling those little, my grandpa called them little hee-hees. I guess that stands for heathens. I don't know. There's a few good ones. There's a few that just are disrespectful and won't mind. I guess that's just life nowadays. But anyhow, I'll be back in a minute to taste of this good old Bayou brownies, or Bayou brownies, or however you want to say them. And we'll see what they taste like, and then I'll get on my rat killing the rest of the day. Okay, I've got one cut here. And I'm going to hold it up where you can kind of see the inside. And I'm going to put this camera back on the tripod where I can taste of it for you. I had to get me a fork. It's still pretty warm. I took my little sugar duster and sprinkled a little bit of powdered sugar on it. Makes it a little bit more attractive. Let's see if it's too hot. I don't know. Ooh, hot. It was hot, but it was good. It's a little bit chewy, and I just like cream cheese in anything. But while I'm on that subject, have y'all noticed how much cream cheese has gone up? I used to get a package of 2 8-ounce ones for $1.79 at Kroger. The other day it was $4 and something on sale. So I'm kind of stingy what I use cream cheese in. But I thought I would make this because actually you can pick it up and eat it without having to use a fork or a plate. And that helps when the kids are here. Y'all, I've been telling you about getting you some stuff ahead, and the prices, they just keep going up. And I know today seems like, oh my goodness, I can't hardly afford that. But you better get your staples, because in a few weeks, I don't know what the prices are going to be. We might have to rethink what our staples are because we can't afford to buy them. So be wise with your money, and don't eat out, and take that and go put it on something that you're going to be needing that you might not can afford. Because you know what? What if the shelves are empty and your fast food places can't get goods any better than you can? What are you going to eat if you don't have something at home? You better stock your pantry a little bit so you'll have something to eat. And I'm going to tell you one more time, remember to get your goodies for Thanksgiving and Christmas, where you can have a good meal for your family. They may not be there, and they may be twice as high. So if you get it today, you save a little bit of money, and then you're not stressed out wondering if you're going to be able to get it, if you can find it or can't find it. I'm so glad to have all of y'all in my kitchen with me. And I want to say welcome to all of the new subscribers. I've got a whole bunch. I'm almost to 15,000. And that'll sound like many to some people, but to me, that's a blessing and I'm thankful. I appreciate every one of you watching. I love your comments. And it sure does warm my heart, the emails I get. Won't know where I'm at. I'm right here just tired. But I'm okay. I'm off for the weekend now. So y'all keep your eyes open. Hit that little bell so you'll be notified when I put up these other videos. And please give me a thumbs up. I told y'all, I don't know what that does to their algorithm, but I need all the help I can get. I need to make enough money every month to help pay for these groceries I'm doing these videos with. So I need for it to pick up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to get busy doing some more. I'm going to make some of my side dishes and film them today. And y'all will be seeing them in the next few days. And I've got some casseroles I think you'll really enjoy. So just watch and comment and let me know what you're doing. If you have any good recipes you want to share, I always have my email down below for you to send it to me. And if you want to order an apron, recently there's been 2 videos with the apron fabric. I will try to link them below just in case you want to click on them and go look and order you an apron. If you want to order one, you email me which style you want and which fabric you want. And I usually have about a 1-week turnaround from the time I receive your payment. The good Lord bless and keep y'all, and I'll see y'all again in a day or two.